Swords drawn, blood red, borderlands, very jolly. Young, you say it again. Everybody crown till the crown get cracked. They can don't clap till the blade go smack. Over 50 houses, one throne, one seat. Lock it, load it, line it up, peak to peak, 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 peak. Gaiscioch on the move, ever sharp with the steel. As I spark the flame, watch the battlefield peel. Brazil, bring the pressure, death guard up the rate. Duranda, swing heavy, tell me how much weight. Midway kings stand tall, but the more to get thin. No evil in the corner, let the nightmare spin. Homegrown forbidden city, want a piece of the pot. But Imperial Guard say, nah, give me all you got. Oh, 3 regions, three crowns, 1 command. Plant war in the soil, watch the empire expand. From Unburyjah Hills to Liangyong Gates. Emperor stepping in, yeah, we choosing your fate. Choose it, prove it, crown heavy, don't lose it. Retro rise, Phoenix style, ash on the track. Burn, so they hit the side like how you handle that. Supply, watch choke roads, yeah, lanes get tight. Undying wolves howl, full moon, full fight. Vanguard, press front, vigilantes creep. Warborn, war forge, make the whole ground shake. Warriors in trenches, throw us out in the sight. Splish it on temple, banners lift mid-flight. Hear that? March, 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 boots don't miss. Ice Spartan stepping, lawless taking risks. Regulators, rev vengeance. Sparks hit stone, dicing one-way road, no U-turns home. Survive the high gate, crack, bell ring, end game swing. 50 plus challenges, but one still king. Wow. Elysium peak set the stage. Gauging hold breath, who brave, who fade. Rise up, fall back, history ink tonight.
This is your war report. Let history be told.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of the War Report here on Elysium Peak. This was battle number 9, January 27th, 2026. I'm your host Foghladha of the Gaiscioch tribe, and we're going to jump right in. First up, if you're a new player, be sure to type in ZYX522 into the little gift card area of Conqueror's Blade. You hit escape, go to gift card, type that in. That lets them know that you've seen the War Report, and it gives you a bunch of free loot. You can also go to ZYL522 if you're a returning player and get some even better loot. Alright guys, let's go ahead and go over those key terms. First up, prestige is the value of land that you own. Acclaim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the season. Renown is the change in your property value, whether it goes up or down when you take possession. And then triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. Taking a look at those current events, there's one war and one very important war in particular. Battle number 10, January 31st, 2026. That is this Saturday. It is the positioning round for the capital city fights. Unguvaria and the Borderlands will be the focus of attention. All of the big dogs will be fighting there. They will need to get ruling house, which is basically having the most prestige out of any other house, so that they can get the declare on the capital first. Whoever gets in first has a defensive stance, and then the other person or the other alliance has to take it from them. So it's very important to get that first shot. They got to get through the cohorts first, and the cohorts are looking really strong this season, I must say, but we'll see. So it's going to be a big night, a lot of people fighting. The Conqueror City fight will be much easier than the Ungavarian fight because there is no cohort to defend the Borderlands. So those will pretty much be walk in, take the keys of the castle, and then defend. You got to get one of the gates, and then you can take the Conqueror City itself. So right now, the Ragnarok look like they're in a prime position for it. So we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and cover this war summary real quick. First up, you have 43 warring factions, 15 alliances, 135 fiefs, of which 57 changed hands tonight. There's a total of 44,800 prestige on the board. Ungavarian has 15,500 of that pie with 37 fiefs. Half of Rain Cell has 32%, Hibernia with 18%, Tides of War 15%, Cohorts with 14%, and Brotherhood with 10%. In the Borderlands, there's 17,600 of that, with 55 fiefs available. Ragnarok owns 94% of the Borderlands. This is probably the highest I've seen any house since I've come to Elysium Peak. So congratulations, Ragnarok. You've almost done the impossible. You got a few more pieces of land, and then it's yours. Defiance, 4%. Blue World Order with 1%. Liang Yun, 11,700 prestige, with 43 fiefs available. Hallow Kings now owns 22%. Chaos Undivided with 17%. Deliverance with 15%. No Evil with 15%. And Remnant with 10%. A lot has changed in Liang Yun. We'll cover that in a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at Ungaveria first. We have 76% free houses versus 24% Legion. There's 13 towns, 4 forts, and 20 villages in play. There is a total of 15,500 prosperity in this region, with a prosperity tier of 3. Almost 4. There are the top 5 seasonal landowners of warriors in first place with 19,800, supply watchers with 10,050, Vanguard with 10,050, tied for second. Forbidden City in fourth with 10,000. Ice Martins in fifth with 9,800. In the Renowned Builders category, you have Warriors with 750, Gaiscioch with 450, Lawless with 200, Ice Martins with 200, and Gaiscioch with 200. Most prestigious strongholds is Horka at rank 6. Top flourishing villages are Brina and Reseji at rank 4 apiece. Looking at the war map tonight, you can see half a brain cell still has the critical land of Geoma, Tabervar, Horka, Radvar, Soltivar, and Hosferosa. That's 4,950 points on the board. That is more than enough to attack Turoveros when it's open. Over in the west, you also have Hibernia, mostly on villages, with 2,750. Then you have Tides of War sprinkled around the right side of the screen, Kisper and Felovok and Hatban, with 2,400. They need 600 more, and they can knock on the door. The cohorts have a pretty nice slice of pie. The bottom left corner, and then the entire northeast is pretty much dominated by them with 2,100. Brotherhood has a few key properties at Hatterveros and Arani Pajok at 1,500. Then you have the Independence at Vaseji with 750. New World Order with 450 is chilling over there at Tura. And then Ragnarok popped up over here. They got bored in the Borderlands apparently, and they decided to come over. And they got 450 points. Then you have Deus Volt, but Solitos up there in the north. Looking at the changes tonight, we saw the Ungarian Legion gain 4, Ares with 1, Supply Watchers with 1, Warforged with 1, Black Templars with 1, Warborn with 1, and Explicit with 2. Looking at the houses of the Borderland, or the Ungaveria rather, you have Warriors, Supply Watchers, Warforged, and Gaiscioch as your regional barons. Regional stewards include Ice Spartans, Forbidden City, Order of Valor, Undying Moles, Vanguard, Gaiscioch, Black Templars, Explicit, Midway Kings, Warborn, and Ares. As for the race for the capital city, you have a 3-way race right now between Half a Brain Cell, Hibernia, and Tides of War. Next up, the Borderlands. There's 100% free houses right now. 17,600 regional prosperity with 17 towns, 4 forts, and 34 villages. It is a prosperity tier of 3. Top 5 seasonal landowners include Explicit with 23,750, Warborn in second with 20,850, Imperial Guard in third with 19,750. Then you have Asado in fourth with 9,750, Soda's Tavern in fifth with 9,550. Over in the Renowned Builder category, we have Imperial Guard with 700, Lawless with 300 in second, tied with Soda's Tavern and Undying Wolves, and then the Originals in fifth with 200. Sorry. The most prestigious stronghold in the land is Shaken at rank 6. Top flourishing village is Sanseong at rank 2. Looking at the map of the north. Yeah, there you go. Ragnarok, 9,650. Defiance with 750 over there in the east, and Independence with 150 over in the northwest. Next up, we're taking a look at the south. There's only one fief that's not Ragnarok here. Yep, 6,900 on the south. Blue World Order manages to get Horai over in the far east there. Looking at the changes, Warborn gained 10, BWO gained 1, Imperial Guard gained 1, and Explicit gained 3. Looking at the houses of the region, the regional dukes include explicit, warborn, and imperial guard. This is probably the first time I've ever seen 3 dukes in one region. Regional stewards, Lestida, robber barons, BWO, and explicit. Taking a look at the race for the capital, you need 3,000 to knock on that gate. Ragnarok has 16,000. Yeah, they can knock on that gate. Next up, Liangyun. We have 93% free houses, 7% legion, 11,700 regional prosperity with 11 towns, 1 fort, and 31 villages in play. It is a prosperity tier of 1. The upgrading is a pagan belief out here in the land of Liangyun. You get burned at the stake for doing it, so nobody dares upgrade anything. Top 5 seasonal landowners: Brazil with 25,545, homegrown with 11,700, here with 11,700, speak with 10,140, Death Guard with 9,945. Most prestigious strongholds in the realm are just about everything at late rank 2. There are 5: Gaoqing, Narth, Jindai, Yunsen, and Luge. I believe there are others. Top flourishing villages. There are 2 villages in all the realm that are upgraded to level 2, and neither of those can downgrade. They are permanently stuck at level 2, so they can't upgrade, they can't downgrade. Looking at the war map, we now have Hallowed Kings in the northeast, 2,535. Chaos Undivided over in the west with 1,950. No Evil on the southeast with 1,755. Deliverance in the middle section there in the north with 1,755. Revenant sprinkled around with 1,170. The High Council with Zandin and Mingyu, 780. Cohorts owning the little strip right below the capital with 585. Ragnarok owning Gaoqing with 585. And then Defiance came over here and took some land with 585 on those 3 villages. Alright, looking at the changes tonight. Look at this, guys. Look how many changes. 7 from Retro. Shadow Army gained 4. Liangyun Legion gained 3. Brazil with 4. Robber Barons with 3. So does Tavern with 2. Here with 1. Reborn with 1. Sea with 1. Death Guard with 2. And Vigilantes with 3. Looking at the houses of the region, we have 4 Barons, Retro, the Shadow Army, Death Guard, and Vigilantes. Regional Stewards include so does Tavern, Reborn, Speak, Brazil, Here, Imperial Guard, Robber Barons, and Sea. Looking at the race for the capital, right now nobody is qualified. There's nobody in the world that's qualified. War or Ragnarok will be qualified. Actually, they should be, because they would carry over their influence from the other regions. So I'll have to check that out. Technically, I need to make sure. I think it's 1,000 actually for the side capital. I don't know if all of it carries over. I will verify that before the showdown. But sometimes they make it where the side land counts towards your total. Sometimes they don't. You might need the 4,000 in region plus 1,000 for owning the capital. So I'll verify that before it's go time. All right, so realm economy. We have a few upgrades tonight. Luge went to 2. Arani Pajok went to 5. Felovak went to 3. Sanseong went to 2. And Foghladha went to 3. Yeah, I mispronounced all of those, no doubt. Crumbling Empires. Ilov dropped to 1. Vaseji dropped to 4. Horka dropped to 6. Gioma to 3. And Sobek to 4. Looking at our top feasts, we have 2 rank 6s now, Horka and Shakin. Rank 5, we have Aroni Pajok, Hosvarosa, Kiravalenka, and Radar Var. Looking at our top builders, Warriors leads the pack with 750, Imperial Guard with 700 in second, Lawless in third with 500, Gaiscioch in fourth with 450, Undying Wolves with 450, so does Tavern with 300, Spartans with 200, Gaiscioch with 200, Regulators with 200, and Ares with 150. Looking at the unit kit crafting scene, there you go. You got a few gold kits to choose from. A lot of exciting ones there, but not very cheap to make. I don't think any of those are exactly cheap. You'd be better off just going and buying them from the trading colonies. As for purple kits, the Kriegsbreeder kits is your cheap kit on the market. So if you want that, go to Horka or Radar Var. Both of those have the Kriegsbreeder kits, and that is the cheapest to craft. Looking at the Siegecraft scene, we are back to only having blue Siegecraft. I hope you craft the Hwacha, and I forget what the other one was. But there was 2 that were available before that level 7 downgraded. So, alright, looking for top player EXP. Horka has your 5 coursers for 4,000 player EXP. The special one we get. Top honor gains, Horka, 1 epic artillery for 960. Top house EXP gains, Horka, again, 100 regional exotics for 320. Alright, let's go ahead and look at those house rankings. First up, no new houses tonight. Didn't see anyone new. Looking at houses by level. Level 7, we have 21 houses. Level 6, 13 houses. Level 5, 2 houses. Looking at the population changes, the Shadow Army gained 8. BWO gained 8. Explicit with 6. The population declines of Homegrown with 8. C with 6. And Brazil with 6. The top prestige gains were Born with 2,250, Retro with 1,560, Shadow Army with 1,170, Explicit 900, Soda's Tavern 780, Robber Barons 585, Supply Watchers 450, Vigilantes 285, C with 195, and Ice Spartans with 150. As for losses tonight, Homegrown lost 2,730, Lawless with 1,050, Forbidden City 1,050, Reborn 780, Asado was 750, Warriors with 750, Brazil with 585, Warforged with 500, Regulators with 450, and Black Templars with 450. Looking at the top 10 tonight, we have Explicit of Ragnarok with 6,150 prestige. Shiazamu Toyusha is the Liege with 24,050 seasonal claim. Second place is Warborn of Ragnarok with 5,850 prestige, with Uncle Blowfish leading, 21,000 seasonal claim. Third place is Imperial Guard of Ragnarok with 5,585 prestige. Alfresco Hotshot is the Liege with 21,505. Fourth place is Warriors of Half a Brain Cell, 2,550 prestige. Yada's the Liege with 19,800 seasonal claim. Fifth place we have Supply Watchers of Half a Brain Cell, 2,400 prestige, with White Wing as the Liege with 10,050 seasonal claim. Sixth place is Retro of Deliverance with 1,755 prestige. Rakan is the Liege with 3,495 seasonal claim. Seventh place is Warforged of Tides of War with 1,650 prestige. Moxie Moon is the Liege with 10,550 seasonal claim. Eighth place is the Shadow Army of Hallowed Kings, 1,560 prestige. Poseidon 1 is the Liege with 2,100 seasonal claim. Ninth place is Gaiscioch of Hibernia with 1,550 prestige. Aelios is the Liege with 8,850 seasonal claim. Bringing up 10th place, we have Death Guard of Chaos Undivided, 1,170 prestige, with the Iman's the Liege, 9,945 seasonal claim. It brings us around to our top 30. It'll load here in a second, I swear. At least it should. There we go. Sorry, your numbers were so big, it had to render them. Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Get my drift there? Yep. Can't all be sevens. Alright, moving on. Alliance rankings. There are 2 free agents, Forbidden City and Explicit. Looking at Alliance changes, we saw Shadow Army joined Hallowed Kings. Top prestige gains of the night, Ragnarok gained 2,915. Deliverance with 1,560. Defiance with 585. Hallowed Kings 585. Revenant with 285. Brotherhood 150. And Hibernia with 50. Top Alliance prestige losses, the High Council lost 3,510. New World Order with 1,950. Chaos Undivided 780. Tides of War with 650. Half a Brain Cell with 450. And No Evil with 195. As for Alliance In the top 10, we have Ragnarok, first place, 17,585 prestige, with 66,555 seasonal claim, featuring Warborn, Explicit, and Imperial Guard. Second place is Half a Brain Cell with 4,950 prestige, 31,200 seasonal claim, featuring Supply Watchers, Warriors, and Durandon. In third place, we have Hibernia with 2,750 prestige, 17,250 seasonal claim, with featuring Gaiscioch, Gaiscioch, and Order of Valor. Fourth place is Hallowed Kings with 2,535 prestige. Seasonal claim of 16,065, featuring Soda's Tavern, The Shadow Army, and Weight and Salt. Fifth place is Tides of War with 2,400 prestige, 22,550 seasonal claim, featuring Warforged, Undying Wolves, and Ares. Sixth place is Chaos Undivided with 1,950 prestige, 35,880 seasonal claim, featuring Death Guard, Brazil, and Old Guard. Seventh place is Deliverance with 1,755 prestige, seasonal claim of 3,495, featuring Retro. Eighth place is No Evil with 1,755 prestige, with 22,425 seasonal claim, featuring Speak, Hear, and See. Ninth place is Brotherhood with 1,500 prestige, seasonal claim of 19,850. We have Vanguard and Ice Spartans in this alliance. Next up is Defiance in 10th with 1,335 prestige, 6,225 seasonal claim, with Robber Barons and Lustita. That brings us around to our seasonal claim board. There you are. Our top four are Ragnarok, 54,955. They're on track to break our 100,000 club this season. Half a Brain Cell with 30,000. Chaos Undivided with 26,715. Brotherhood with 24,300. Looking at our historical alliances and houses, we have the houses first. Vanguard, 627,000. Homegrown with 331,000. Gaiscioch in third with 284,000. Durandon in fifth with 271,000. Black Templars, 217,000. Warriors in ninth with 191,000. Warforged is getting ready to try to jump on that board here. We got Vigilantes, Undying Wolves, Gaiscioch, Midway Kings, Explicit, and Warborn all active this season and looking to climb this board. Looking at our historical alliances, Hibernia leads the pack with 744,000. The High Council with 437,000. Deuce Volt with 366,000. Revenant with 249,000. On that next column over, No Evil is about to make their appearance on the top 10. Tides of War is also coming up this board pretty quickly. I don't know that they're going to catch No Evil too soon. I think No Evil will make that top 10 berth here real soon. And then probably right after that, Tides of War will come up as well. All right, looking at the historical renown, Gaiscioch first, 12,275. Vanguard in third with 6,190. Gaiscioch with 4,550. Durandon in fifth, 4,075. Homegrown in seventh with 3,585. Midway Kings with 3,290. And Warriors with 2,830. As for the alliances, we have Hibernia with 24,865. Deuce Volt in third with 6,315. The High Council with 4,330. Ragnarok over on the right side with 1,700. And New World Order with 1,695. All right, looking at the Morgue. Houses that are no longer with us. The originals, I haven't seen them again. 2,450. There are Knights out there. They just haven't taken anything. 450. Same with Old Guard, 390. Mortality disappeared with 300. Corsair with 200. And Valkyries is definitely out there, but haven't seen them take something recently. All right. As for the alliances, Guardian Knight was the number one, 7,750, and King's Guard with 5,000. And that brings us around to the close of our show. If you like my intro, you might like my outro, so be sure to stay tuned. You can go on over to gsch.info/warreport to learn more about the show. Check out past seasons. All the War Report videos are there for your enjoyment. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Remember, Saturday is going to be a lit war. Be sure to be there. You might just enjoy yourself. I think it's going to be a fun night. In any case, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one, everyone.
Watch the banners fold in line, you rain. 50 houses holding on to names. Addiction waits like it always knew. Every crown costs more than you choose. I try to stand where the brave don't shake. Try to believe what the fire would take. Roses in my hands, thorns in my skin. I didn't know how deep this goes within. Every promise feels heavier now when the walls come down. I'm stained in the quiet. I'm worn, but I stay. Every sky's a word I don't say. Season of roses, blood on belief. This is the war report of Elysium Peak. I'm holding the line when the night won't sleep. Still standing on Elysium Peak. Borderlands echo with what we lost. Unburied accounts, the hidden cost. Through virus burned in my eyes. Conqueror city, never replies. Alliances break like fragile glass. Some moments linger, some never pass. I don't need glory, I don't need fame, just to know this fight meant something real. If I fall, remember this: I didn't run. I'm stained in the quiet. I'm cut, but I breathe. Every loss left a mark on me. Season of roses, truth runs deep. This is the war report of Elysium Peak. I won't disappear, I won't retreat. I'm still here on Elysium Peak. On Elysium Peak. If the crown breaks me open, let it show. I'd rather bleed honest than never know. I'm stained in the quiet, but I survived. Every night taught me how to fight. Season of roses, pain and relief. This is the war report of Elysium Peak. Say my name if the lights go weak.